right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. It's your host, Will White, and this is the Black Diamond Podcast. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you guys are here. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're in here with me tonight. And shout out to everybody who's watching this pre-recorded. We're going to drop some gems tonight. We got a great topic, great video to react to, and hopefully some special guests. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, tell me your thoughts and opinions. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, on YouTube, TikTok. I'm everywhere, guys. Check me out on all platforms. More content coming soon, I promise. Just stay tuned. And we had a great episode. We're going to get into the topic. Running a little late, but it's all good because we are here. We showed up. Main thing is we want to be consistent, and that's what I'm doing. Guys, we're going live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:30. Stay tuned for other lives coming up and more special guests and just more content that we're going to be putting out. If there's a topic that you want me to talk about, discussing what my thoughts on, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, anything, and I will react to it. Yeah, so I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream. We're about to get started. I'm about to play this video that I found on X. And it's real interesting because it goes into the importance of maintaining frame in your relationship and what can happen when you start to lose frame in your relationship, right? So we're going to talk about that today. And it was from another podcast. I don't know the name of the podcast, but shout out to them. As I pull up this video, basically for a quick synopsis, it's a video where a woman was talking about why her man can't have social media. So we're going to get into that. We're going to discuss that. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you start to lose frame in your relationship and what's going to happen, and how your woman is going to treat you. You know, the side effects of losing frame in your relationship. Guys, let me know if you can hear any of these sound effects. You know, leave a message because I don't know if they're actually being played or not. Having some little audio difficulties. It's going to take me some time to figure it out. But yeah, if anybody's an audio engineer and you're interested in working with me, just let me know. But yeah, I've been having some issues with my audio lately, but you know, we do this live, guys. I'm going to go back and make some edits to the previous videos that I dropped. So just stay tuned for that because those are going to be even better when I go back and edit them and create little bite-sized clips for you guys. Still looking for a video editor. If there's anybody out there who specializes in video editing and wants to support me, just let me know. Looking for that. And if you want to be on the show, send me a DM, shoot me a message at email. You know, we'll bring you on, discuss a couple things, and have a great episode. So yeah, guys, leave a like on the way in. We're gonna get started on this soon. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for supporting the show. If you're watching this pre-recorded, shout out to you. Hopefully you can hear my sound effects. But yeah, shout out to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's doing blessed right now. You know, this live streaming shit is not easy, man. You really got to be consistent with it and just stay on top of it. I'm telling you guys, get in now, right? Support the channel now while I'm still growing and I still have the time and the attention to listen to all your comments and reactions. Because I swear, once I get serious with this, I'm going to go crazy. You know, nobody's giving you these RP truths the way I am right now, right? Everybody's kind of giving you a watered down version of the RP. And the manosphere is like in a weird position right now where, you know, some people are being canceled for saying things left and right. So you have to find a way to moderate what you're saying in an appropriate way, but still being able to say the truth, right? So yeah, the manosphere and RP contents definitely took a little turn recently. But shout out to all the new RP creators. If you guys ever want to collab, let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna take this podcast off in New York City. You know, we're gonna blow up. So just stay tuned for that. All right. I hope you guys can see this. Okay. The name of the podcast is The Good Matchmaker. And shout out to them, I guess. But this woman asked her boyfriend to delete his social media accounts. And we are going to get into it.
I can't date somebody that has social media.
Why?
Unless you're making money off of it, which most men are not. Let's just keep it
they
real. Like
not,
most
they
men
not.
are
Yeah,
not.
yeah, most people aren't making money
Why
on
are you on
social
social media?
Okay, so what about the person that looks at social media as like, okay, if you're following like things that inspires you, things to give you ideas, to
Oh,
help you,
please.
to help
The
bring
average
your
man isn't following
creativity, though.
inspirational quote pages. I asked my boyfriend to delete his social media.
Was he using to make money?
No, he was not. He just had social media because everybody has a Facebook, everybody has an Instagram, so he
Okay.
just had them. And I was like, there's no reason for you to have them. Go ahead and delete that for me. Go ahead and log off for me.
Did he delete it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He lucky I let him keep his LinkedIn.
So I could see why a woman would want their man to delete social media just because of that, because, you know, flesh and temptation is real.
You can get distracted in real life. I don't think that social media brings any more real life distraction than real life. Yeah. I just believe that it's easy to get caught up in a fallacy. Like it's social media sometimes is your imagination. If you got me in front of you, you don't got to imagine about nothing else. Go ahead and delete that.
All right. So yeah, shout out to the Good Matchmaker podcast. But the host is a huge L, right? And that's the thing I kind of want to focus on. A lot of you guys who are watching this pre-recorded, watching this live right now, you're probably going to encounter this in some shape or form in your relationship or in your dating future, where if you're attractive enough, your woman is not going to want you, or she's going to question why you're on social media the way you are, right? And the key thing I want to know, right? Her boyfriend and the host, what do they all do? They all gave in to her idea and her notion of why social media was bad for the relationship. They didn't really, well, the host at least didn't really push back. He made up some nonsense excuse about flesh and temptation, which is absolutely not the same for men and women. You talk about flesh and temptation. Yes, there's a whole bunch of women on social media and on Instagram, dating apps, for example, right? But how many of those guys are actually being sought after by those women on social media compared to the average woman who's on social media and she's being sought after by a bunch of her followers, right? It's not like the average guy has his DMs blown up the same way average woman has when they post thirst traps, right? It's just not going to be on the same level. So that's the first fallacy, right? Flesh and temptation is definitely not going to be in the same degree for men and women on social media, right? The next thing I want to bring up, she wanted her man to delete Instagram because he wasn't making any money off of social media. But to push back on that, do you start off, does everyone always start off making money on social media? No, you kind of have to build your following and do it for free before you actually get the opportunity to start making money on social media. Right? So to that, even if he's not making money, he could be setting himself up to make money in the future off of social media. So that's the first thing. Don't let a woman kind of tell you how you're going to make your money, because she's not going to know what's best for you. They're going to think they know what's best for you, but they don't, right? Just because she's most likely making money now, the barrier of entry for making money for men and women on social media is at a much higher level, right? For women, all you kind of have to do to build your following is just show your body and spit some rhetoric that, is somewhat motivational and somewhat empowering to other women, and you'll build a pretty good following, right? Granted, it might be mostly men, depending on your content, right? But the barrier of entry for men and women to make money on social media is going to be very different and very vast, because men need to come to social media showing and providing some type of value, whereas women are naturally just born with their value and they can just pretty much show that on Instagram for themselves. But as a man, you got to build yourself up, and you got to be able to provide something of value to other men that they're going to want to listen to you. They're going to want to hear you out. They're going to want to see. They're going to want to see some experience, some proof that you know what you're doing, right? So that's the first key. Women typically don't need that barrier of value or show of proof of experience. They can pretty much just go on there and just build that following. So it's going to be pretty easy for them. But as a guy, I mean, honestly, if you're just on social media looking at IG thoughts, then it's like, yeah, what are you doing on there, right? This goes back to another point I made previously, where you got to clean out your feed, right? Because your feed is essentially going to show the algorithm what you want to see and how you want to envision your life, right? For example, my feed's filled with motivational quotes, right? It's filled with inspiration, other creators that I want to follow, whether it's in terms of fitness, motivation, finances, or just RP awareness, or just awareness in general, right? So use social media in a way where you're not feeding that primal desire only, right? So even though there's a lot of it, clean up the corn that you see on there, the softcore corn, the IG thottery, the deviancy, the degeneracy. Clean up all of that, the gambling, right? The gambling, the corn. What else is on there? Man, just any degeneracy you think is not going to be good for your life, anything you know that's easy to fall in some form of pattern and put you down like this wallowing pit of doubt. Get rid of that. Clean up your feed. Clean up your feed to show you creators that you want to be like, right? Your feed should show you other people who you inspire to be or take notes from, right? Be yourself at the end of the day, but gather inspiration from other creators. And then from there, you can now figure out a way on how you can add value. Of course, it's going to require you putting yourself out there and possibly learning a skill. But, we have other videos on that, how to get the right job, what steps you need to take. And, take the right steps so that you plan out your life how you want it to be. Mainly, that's how you need to use social media. Social media should be a tool. It shouldn't be an escape. It should be a tool so you can escape. It shouldn't be your escape. A lot of times guys will use social media as a means to escape their normal 9-to-5 life, but that's the wrong way to use it. You got to use it as a tool to escape the 9 to 5 life or the mundane life that you have. 9 to 5s are good. Shout out to all my 9 to 5 workers. But social media should be used as a tool to help improve your life, essentially, right? Any way you seem that you need to improve, whether it's fitness, getting your money on point, or in terms of dating, social media should be used in that way rather than feeding those addictions and those desires that the algorithm will try to show you the more you click on those type of things or the more you view those type of things, right? So honestly, if you view anything that's kind of degenerate, just go not interested, delete, block, do whatever you got to do, and just try to clean up your feed so you can get rid of those type of things. All right. So to break down, her whole point on why her boyfriend shouldn't have social media, the flesh and temptation is there, correct? But if you're on the right path and you're using social media the correct way, that really shouldn't be an issue for you, right? Right. And if you see your girl using social media better than you, like she's using it as a tool, I mean, come on, you got to take notes from someone, the person right next to you. You don't have your girl outworking you. She found a way to use social media as a tool and you're still using it to feed your primal carnal desires. Come on. So we got to get a step above that and just move forward with that. There's no way your girl should be outworking you. That's the main thing, right? And that's a key point when we talk about maintaining frame. I know a lot of people think like men and women should be equal and yada, yada, 50-50, right? But the main point is that you should always be the one working harder, right? And you should have proof of that in your relationship, right? You can't have your girl coming home later than you and you're just sitting on the couch not doing anything, bro. You should always be busy. You should always be busier than your woman, right? Your girl should be making time around your schedule instead of it being vice versa. You're so open that you have to make time around her schedule. And I kind of feel like that's what relationship she's in right now. That's what it sounds like. I didn't watch the full episode. This is just a clip. But when you have a woman complaining about, her man being on social media too much, and she's essentially trying to push him off of it, that's a clear indicator that she wants more ambition and more drive out of her guy, right? She wants him to find a way how to use social media as a tool to make money and to provide more resources for the relationship. Instead of just being on there scrolling, looking at girls, double tapping like a freaking monkey, right? You want to find a way to use it as a tool so that you can better your life. And if you're not going to use it as a tool, then yeah, maybe it is best that you just throw the whole thing away. So that's our main point. But what I don't like, truly, is that there's a guy, and there's multiple guys who are like in this situation right now, similar to this, who are probably watching this, listening to this, and they don't know they're in that current situation, right? They don't know that their girl wants more ambition and more drive out of them. And it comes up and it manifests itself in different ways, right? And a lot of times when your girl is craving something that you're not providing, it will show itself in forms of nagging, right? You'll see it as this person pushing you to do something that you don't want to do, but you're like, why? Why is this person pushing me? Well, they're pushing you because you're lacking in some degree that she sees in other men. You are lacking a skill. You are lacking a skill, essentially, that your woman sees in other men surrounded by her, right? Granted, I don't know what this woman does. I don't know if she's an influencer. She looks like an influencer, right? So possibly she's around men who are influencers themselves and men who have found a way to utilize social media as a tool to provide resources for themselves. Okay? So if she sees that and she just sees her man just scrolling away, of course she's gonna like question what you're doing. And it's not questioning the temptation aspect, it's questioning your motivation, your ambition, your desire to grow as a man. You know, she's thinking, why are you sitting on your ass not doing anything? And there's other men out here trying to get it. But I mean, granted, that's another thing wrong with dating influencers as a whole, is that they're surrounded by guys who, you know, are gonna have a flashy lifestyle and, you know, have been in the game much longer than you. But if that's a girl you want to be with, that's a girl you want to be with. But yeah, guys, main key component to this is just maintaining frame, being the leader in your relationship, in your household. Don't let yourself get taken for granted. Don't let yourself get nagged at. The minute your girl starts nagging at you, you know something's wrong. You know that she's looking somewhere else. You know, she's finding something not in you and someone else. The minute she starts nagging about what you're not doing, right? So this is why self-improvement is just so important, bro. Because at a point in your life, and I would say you should probably do this quarterly, you need to self-analyze everything that you're doing, your goals that you set for yourself in the beginning of the year, goal setting, and you need to track your progress to see how you're progressing towards those goals, and maybe how you need to tweak those goals or what else you can add as a sub goal to make yourself even better, right? And this is just honest, open communication. When you're in a relationship, you guys should be more goal aligned. And maybe this is something that she wants to do with her man, where if her goal is to be a successful content creator, then possibly your goal along the same path should be a successful content creator too, right? So, yeah, main thing is be goal aligned with your partner. Be goal aligned with yourselves. Be honest with yourself. And just being able to be that leader that every woman wants. Being that leader is going to be more important than being the person that just does whatever your girl says. It's going to beat that every time. All right? Understanding who your woman is, understanding what power you have in your masculinity. Understanding how you need to show up. Understanding how you need to self-improve. Self-improvement never stops. All right, guys, 1 second. All right, self-improvement never stops. All right, trying to see if we had another video. Let's see what else we can react to. But that pretty much sums up why it's important to maintain frame. You know, why you can't let yourself go. You can't let yourself go in fitness. You can't let yourself go mentally. And you got to keep growing. You got to keep going. All right, let's react to this video. We'll do one more reaction and all right. Shout out to the FNF podcast. Shout out to Johnny for having this video. We're going to react to this.
The world, and they feel like they don't.
Yes or no? And yo, nice. Like, nice question.
here.
So, ladies, I'll ask you.
That's DR304 down mother freaking below. All right, let's begin.
Okay, so
Can
I'll
I
ask this
post it
question.
here?
So, ladies, I'll ask you this question. Have you noticed a decline in men coming up to you and making real solid approaches? I'm not talking about the idiots that go, "Ooh, hey, baby," or saying, "Hey, yo, nice." Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about men coming up to you and genuinely being like, "Hi, I thought you were attractive. I want to
Bro, nah.
introduce myself."
They're scared.
Have you seen a decline in that? We can start here.
Yes.
Yes or no? And why do you think that is?
Yes, I do
Okay.
feel like there's a decline in that in general.
Okay.
I don't know. There's due to there's so much access to women on the internet or whatever the case may be. So men probably think it's easier to communicate with women through the digital world, and they feel like they don't have to deal with rejection in real life from women. So it's like, I don't really have to communicate with a bunch of women because I can get a girl's attention by doing ABC, XYZ on the internet. Or
Okay.
whatever the case may
So you think
be.
the internet has made it that way? So access to women on the internet and then no rejection. All right. What about you? Why do you think? Do you think there's been a decline, and why or why not? If you don't think so,
I do think there's a decline, and it's because I feel like sometimes we as women do a little bit too much, and I can agree with that. Like, if I'm coming up to somebody, I don't want to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? I don't want to be laughed at right in front of my face. Obviously, that my boys is watching, my people is watching, and that happens a lot. I see it myself. I'm like, I try to be nice, but it does. I also have to walk a fine line with that because you can't be too nice to men sometimes. So it's like I just be like, no, I'm good. Don't worry, and I just keep it on the low. You know?
But you think women kind of
Yes.
mess it up for everybody else, where they reject a guy in a harsh manner?
I just feel like sometimes it's just a little bit more attention, like too much attention towards saying no. You know what I mean? So we can just say it nicely. Sometimes we
okay,
do a
they're
little bit
rude
too
about
much.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It makes people feel bad. So I get it.
Okay. What about you?
I wouldn't say this is like a decline.
No.
I would say there's an incline.
Holy shit, bro. Why's your boobs popping out? Like, there's something wrong. Why are you doing that? Like, please. Dude, I don't want to say anything bad, but come on, bro. You're making it so easy. The girl in the middle, I'm saying anymore.
You think it's went up?
Yeah, for me.
But hold
Okay.
Only because I changed my way of thought
Mindset.
and like how I move.
Okay.
Is it
so
in a club or outside the club?
Outside, like at the gas station, at a Starbucks, at the grocery
Are they
store.
talking to you or your booty?
No, I mean, I dress very modest. Like everybody thinks because we're
Bro, you don't dress modest, bro. Let's be honest. You dress on
Like,
your
you
chest
dress-
too, like not to be me.
a certain way, but when I go out in public,
Bro, I can almost. We need Jesus.
I feel like
Lies.
faces first.
Okay.
And
So, question for you. So you think, okay, so for you, you think men have approached you more since maybe the past 20 years
Holy
ago, they
shit,
wouldn't have
bro.
approached you as much. Then let me ask you this. Do you think that is the general do you think that's for other women as well, or just you?
I think it has to do with the attitude. Like I don't have resting bitch face when I'm in public.
Well, I'm saying in general. So for you, okay, we accept that more men have approached you now than before. But I'm saying, do you think for women in general, though, however?
I guess it's kind of like
Or you
half
don't
and
know?
half. I feel like it's half and half because I do see it. The girls are very like with a wall. Guys will approach them with like a positive attitude, and then next thing you know, they're completely shunned down. They're analyzing him. They don't really give him an opportunity. They're looking for things that really don't hold value. You know what I mean? Like the chains and the extra shit, the valid check
Insta
mark.
watches.
Like
Yeah.
a real guy wears like Asics that has money and counts invested and
no
things like that,
Rolex.
and doesn't really flex like that. He's very discreet, and that's what we're missing out on because we're too busy looking at the wrong things.
Okay. So you
Okay, I talk won't lie. It is what it just happened. I'm like,
you think there has been an incline in men approaching, for you personally, but as far as like other women, you think it's half and half. You're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Do you think there's been more men approaching in today's day and age, or less?
Less,
Why do you say less?
because they're scared to get rejected.
Okay. Why do you think they're scared to get rejected?
Because women can be mean sometimes when they reject them.
Let me ask you this: Do you know girls?
They talk shit on Instagram.
Record it.
Bro,
Yeah, they
they talk.
record it. Like, oh my gosh, this guy came up to me. He looks, yeah.
I've seen videos of girls screaming, and the guy's like, and then they post it and it goes viral. Like, I can only imagine how that feels.
That's me.
I would be scared if I was a guy to approach any girl.
I think they post it on TikTok, right? On TikTok, they post it.
Yeah.
It's like that's another human being. You
Damn.
don't do that.
Interesting.
Then have some girls your way or in that bigger. For my friends and everything.
Too many ad-libs.
Dude.
Say there's an incline.
You think it's went up?
Yeah, for me.
But hold
Okay.
on.
Only because I changed my way of thought
Mindset.
and like how I move.
Okay.
Is it
so
in a club or outside the club?
Outside, like at the gas station, at a Starbucks, at the
But
grocery
are they
store.
talking to you or your booty?
No, I mean, I dress very modest. Like, everybody thinks because we're dancers, like, we dress, a certain way. But when I go out in public, because I have children, I like to dress a little bit more modest. So I feel like faces first.
Okay.
And
So, question for you. So you think so for you, you think men have approached you more since maybe the past 20 years ago they wouldn't have.
I got, you know what I mean? Like, the things.
Okay. Girls.
They talk shit on Instagram.
Record it.
Yeah, they'll record it.
Really?
Wait, like when they approach them in person?
Yeah, they'll be like, oh my gosh, this guy came up to me. He looks, yeah.
I've seen videos of girls screaming, and the guy's like, and then they post it and it goes viral. Like, I can only imagine how that feels.
That's me.
I would be scared if I was a guy to approach any girl.
I think they post it on TikTok, right? On TikTok, they post it.
Yeah.
It's like that's another human being. You
Damn.
don't do that.
Interesting.
That's mean.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but there are girls that like reject you solely for like content, bro. There's girls that do that shit.
There's a
That is true. If you look at a lot of the content on Twitter or Instagram, they're exposing the DMs, the thirsty messages that you guys be sending them. That's why it's never a good idea to chase, but rather attract. Yes, you still got to pull up and approach, but there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way.
girl that went to Target and posted a video of the employee looking at her ass, and she blasted him on TikTok. Couldn't find out he was gay. So she looked crazy. So she set him up to like bend over.
I saw
and,
it.
on purpose.
Yeah.
He looked at her ass. Obviously, he's like, "Oh, are you okay?"
Yeah.
But he's gay. And she's like, "Oh yeah, look at this guy trying to like sexually harass me, whatever."
Yeah.
And then they found out he's gay. He's like, "Oh,
Girls do that shit in the gym too.
Yeah.
They go in the gym
Yeah,
and they
I've seen
purposely
those.
like do like stupid stuff to try to get attention. And then they're like, look at all the guys looking at me. It's actually really annoying.
bruh."
All right. All right. So social media. All right. What about you? Do you think men approach less or more nowadays?
Well, for me personally, I feel like it hasn't declined. Guys approach, yeah. I don't know. It's different for
What about
everybody.
in general then though? So obviously for you it hasn't changed, but what about for you think in general? Maybe your girlfriend's complaining to you. Niggas won't approach. Oh.
No, my friends, even my friends, they have guys approaching them. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So no difference. What about you?
I believe everyone is tired, like men and women. They're tired of the
Oh,
men.
no, I
are-
was asking if.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, misconnected here.
I mean, I guess. I think in Miami, a lot of men don't approach women. I think in New York, they do more so. Up
Really?
north.
They don't approach here. You think they approach less here down here?
They don't. It's cap.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that a lot of guys are just not interested in talking to women when they're out. I don't know. It's really weird. Like, none of my friends, when I go out, none of us get approached ever.
Really?
Interesting.
Ever.
Okay, can I be honest? Like,
And if it
are your
is,
friends
it's an-
ugly?
No. But if it is, it's a really ugly guy, and then we just walk away and like ignore him. Like I'm not gonna embarrass him, but I'm not gonna speak to him.
Well, one thing I do want to point out is always like the least attractive that are the boldest.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the thing. That's the thing.
100%.
Hey man,
Personality.
ugly niggas need love too. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Interesting.
I mean,
Is
I
it
get
like a
them
big
props.
group? Is
You
it
ain't
like a
even
big group of
loyal.
y'all when you guys go out? Is it like 3 or 4 or 5 y'all?
No, it's like 2 or 3 of us.
Okay, interesting. Where do you guys go though? Are you guys like going to like a nightclub, or like where are you going where you're not getting approached? Like that's not.
I mean, I don't really go out anymore, but when I was, maybe you go to like Socialista, but nobody's talking to me.
Where's that?
And
It's in Brickell.
It's in
Yeah.
Brickell.
Yeah.
But she was on the yacht for New Year's.
I was with you guys on New Year's. With my sister
Yeah.
and Alex.
Don't worry, Myron. I didn't remember her either. Bro.
No, hey man.
You guys don't remember me, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, she was cool.
I didn't know she was. Oh, okay. I didn't even know you.
For me.
I didn't even know you were on the yacht. What the?
We were all lit on the yacht. anyway.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Did the dudes come with you on the yacht?
No.
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 Well, my sister was actually shaking ass on your live.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause that was like we were inside the boat.
A lot of girls are shaking ass on their lives.
No, it was my sister. She was the sole shaking ass on the live. And then she goes, "Wait, this is live streaming?"
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't
I don't
remember.
even remember the chick shaking ass, bro.
There was no ass shaking
We
on
don't
the
even.
yacht. What's up?
Okay.
The old lady and shit on New Year's?
You said what?
There was a little
First,
bit.
IRL street?
Yeah, that was
There's a little bit.
here on New
Trying to
Year's.
argue with Myron.
Whoa,
But
wait,
either
man,
way,
you
she
know what?
sang on the yacht. Nobody approached her.
Yeah.
Really?
I think a lot of guys too are intimidated by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna beat me up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She looked brolic.
She had like it's almost like she had boxing gloves on and shit.
I know.
You had boxing gloves on the boat, did you?
No.
I think it's all about your face though. It's like sometimes when I'm not in the mood and I'm like I do have a bitch resting face, like nobody does come up to me. But when I am smiles and shit, like they're like, okay, she's friendly. And I gotta stop doing that too because then all types of shit be coming up to me. I'm just like, nah. But yeah, I think that's also like about
All right.
your
So
aura.
you think men approach less in Miami and
More in New York.
more in New York? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. What about you?
Bums and crackheads.
I believe that we've been demasculating men.
Oh,
women.
masculine man. Okay.
I do it personally to God sometimes. It's not. It's because
you.
it's weird because us women we've had to survive. I believe all of us in some
Wait.
way.
So do you think men approach less or more now?
I get honestly,
Less?
it's an energy more. I get approached by people all the time when they're like, "You're so they're like, "Wow!" Like today coming here when I was on my way to my car, 2 men were saying, "You look amazing. Thank you so much for just being you." And I was like, "Thank you." I was
Simp ass niggas. All right. So more. Okay. So more guys approach now. No, I call them
it's maybe
simps.
it's a motherhood.
No, I call them simps.
No, trust me. It didn't you.
Glowing.
Actually, yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a personal journey, but
Okay. All right.
Oh, great.
So you think men approach more, in your experience?
me personally, but I know
Yeah.
in general the digital
What do you think
world.
about general?
It's
Less?
bad,
Okay.
less.
You more, but in general less.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree. I've gotten this complaint from a lot of women actually that men don't really make real approaches anymore. If they do, it's like some bullshit, like they're gonna catcall or whatever. I do blame the internet as a part of it, but also
I think it's safer for dating apps and Instagram because I just send a DM or send a text, you don't respond. Okay, cool, no pressure, no actual rejection, is whatever.
Yeah.
So
it's safer.
Yeah, and then also the other stuff that you guys mentioned, like
The Me
girls,
Too.
like girls, Me Too, girls trying to like get content out of it. You know, guys don't want to get rejected, like up front, like and get like feel like crap and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's very times have changed.
It's
man.
tough out
Times
here,
have
man.
changed. Yeah, it is tough out here for a lot of guys. Man.
Holy.
All right. There's definitely some truth to that. Guys haven't been approaching women as much. One of the main reasons was the invention of technology, social media, a different avenue to approach women, without the public rejection, right? It's more of a private rejection now where you can shoot your shot, say something crazy, and then she just might not respond, right? Compared to when you gotta approach in person, you have that fear of being rejected in public in front of your boys, in front of her girls, and then it's just spiraling from there, right? So a lot of guys have stopped approaching in person before, And if they do approach in person a lot of times, it's just not a good approach, right? So there is that aspect of it. And yeah, it's taking a weird turn where guys are just not being as masculine as they should be anymore, right? Me personally, sending DMs and shooting your shot on dating apps and just being on dating apps has never been a strong forte for me. That real world experience is where I've always thrived. And being on social media, being on dating apps, being charismatic in general, and then having the ability to cold approach is what everyone needs. You can't just rely on one aspect of it because you're going to be dependent on that one aspect, right? So if you're really good at just sending shots through DMs and you actually create a funnel through that and you become really good at that, you're going to stick to that, right? And you're not going to see the need in cold approaching. But cold approaching actually allows you to actually set aside the heavy aspect of beauty and looks, right? Because you might meet someone who just looks totally different in person than they would on social media, and you cold approach them and you find out how really cool they are, right? So it's really good in that aspect where you don't just fall into a deep lust over what you see online. You actually get to know them in person first, right? So that's why you kind of need you need to be good at all aspects of it. You need to be good at sending DMs online, also being charismatic through online conversation and through in-person conversation. And then you need to have the ability to cold approach, right? How to spark up a conversation from nothing, how to make those new connections, how to make genuine connections with women. And also guys too, you got to be able to cold approach guys and just be able to network in general. All right, it's easier with a group of guys. When you're out with your boys, it's easier to network that way. Definitely to approach women, but sometimes you just got to do it yourself. You got to find the courage, and really a lot of it just comes from confidence. It comes from guys having a severe lack of confidence. So if you find that confidence within you, you know, the sky's the limit. You could potentially do anything. When you master cold approaching, it sets you up so well to be charismatic through online conversation, right? But you can't just be good at one thing. You have to be good at all these things so you can set up different funnels everywhere, right? So when you go out, you know how to handle yourself in those situations. And then when you get an Instagram, say you cold approach and you get Instagram, you already know how to be charismatic online, right? You already know how to shoot the proper shot after you got her Instagram or her number. Hopefully you get the number. But you know how to make that first interaction with a calm, collective, confident, charismatic tone and carry through the conversation. All right, let's watch the clip. These are pretty good.
That has money doesn't give a about a girl making six figures, bro.
Facts.
We don't give a
facts. Freshman.
Like none of us, care about that shit.
I don't care.
Dudes that got money don't care. They'd rather get a younger, hotter girl that's gonna be quiet and not be a pain in the ass. And here's the thing, like I get it. You're 4 years old. You've been around a bit. You understand how the world works. You're smarter. You maneuver in the music industry. You know how to deal with predatory men. I get it. But guess what that experience has come with? It's masculinized you. And I can tell from the fact that you like to argue with me and you're not agreeable. These are traits that men simply don't like in women like that. Sure, you're able to get some dates and do your thing or whatever it may be. But hey, I mean,
single man, not
you're 40
married.
and not married. I mean, that's
married,
proof in itself. I don't want to be an asshole or whatever.
By choice.
Bro, there's no such thing as by choice,
It is
man.
by choice. It is by choice.
Nobody wants to be sad and alone in the future.
Right.
Bruh.
My choice.
Like when girls say it's my
I work
choice,
on my career.
when girls say it's my choice that I'm not married, that and they're in their 30s or 40s, that's like me saying, oh, I every day to porn by choice. Like, no, man, I just fucking suck and I can't get a girl.
No, because I am actually dating to find my husband. I was not doing that. I was focusing on my music
you
career.
are 40 right now.
I was not.
No, you are. Right
Okay.
now.
So let me ask you this: if you're looking to find a husband, a man that because you make 6 figures, you want a guy that makes more money.
No, I don't.
Gonna...
No, he doesn't have to make more money. No, he doesn't.
Okay. Man. There's no way you're going to respect him.
She lost.
That's not going to happen.
Yes, I will.
You won't, bro. You won't.
Yes, I will.
You won't.
Bro.
Women, if you make more money than your man, that's like 80% increase in a divorce statistic. That doesn't fucking work. That's a lie. Okay? I'll take a guy that makes less than me. Get out of here. That's not happening,
here, bro.
Especially when you make 6 figures. You need a man that's at least your age that makes $100,000 per year. Do you think he's going to go for a 40-year-old woman that makes $100,000 per year, or a girl that's 21 years old that makes $50K per year?
Ooh.
Well, the last I dated a guy before. I dated a guy before, and he was a pilot, and he was dating a doctor. So he and
a pilot?
Yes, I'm just saying, like and he's 40. He was in his 40s. He was in his 40s, and he preferred dating a girl who was a doctor.
Okay.
So you're saying that men want women that have no money.
Okay. You know what?
I don't.
Let's play that game.
My circle.
Let's play that game.
I haven't.
Let's play that game. Let's play that game. What do you think would happen if his wife lost a job?
If his wife lost her
job as a doctor.
Yeah,
how
could
do
a
you think would
doctor
happen?
lose her job? She has her own practice.
I'm asking you a hypothetical.
Oh, God.
If his wife lost her job, do you think he would leave her solely for losing the job?
He should not leave her. Why would he leave her?
Fantastic.
Good.
Now let's flip it.
No, I don't think
If he lost his job, do you think she would stay?
Yes, she would.
The answer is a profound fucking no.
Hell no.
It's a profound no, and statistically speaking, it's a big no because women initiate most divorces.
I wouldn't leave my husband for that. So I would not.
Once again, you're looking at it from your lens. I'm telling you, objectively speaking, when women are in a breadwinner position with their man, their relationship doesn't last.
That's
the difference. That proves my point that men don't give a fuck about your money.
But all the men I date are doing well. So
okay.
I don't have that problem.
But if you weren't doing as well, do you think they would care? They wouldn't.
I don't think they would care. There's times I've had ups and downs.
So then what are you arguing?
I'm just saying right now I'm up.
That's my point.
But
if you were down, no one would care. That's precisely my point. Yeah. But if they were down, you would care.
No, I don't care.
Because men and women are different,
no,
bro.
I wouldn't care if they're down. They're not
fucking count.
Yeah,
we're gonna be there for each other.
She's single,
like,
bro. I can't take it seriously at 45 years old as single mom. Like
no, she don't got kids, bro.
Yeah, facts. Sorry to say, bro. Yo, you are a female in society with no.
Look, man, all I'm trying to say is that the things you're arguing, money and all this other shit, we don't care about any of that stuff, man. Man, and the more money a man makes, the less he cares. The more he wants a bad bitch that's going to be quiet and not be a pain in the ass.
Well, the men I date do care that his other girlfriend.
Where's your ring then?
His other girlfriend was
where's your ring then?
Marketing exec
Where's your ring then?
Burger King.
Where's your ring then?
Bro, come on, man.
Where's your ring then? Exactly. You don't got to. So you can't brag, man. Like, bro. Like, these girls be out here trying to sit there and be like, I get
God has my husband.
I've dated these guys, all this other shit. It doesn't matter who you date. It doesn't matter who's talking to you. It doesn't matter who's in your DMs. Because dudes, unless they give you their last name, they don't give a fuck like that. So that's the litmus test. Do you have a man that you actually like? Do you have a man that you actually love, admire, and respect that you want to go home to and because you actually like him? Most women can't say yes. Most women can't say yes. Most women can't say yes.
I thought you were gonna.
No. She don't have a ring. So nobody counts.
I go home.
Nobody counts. Nobody, bro. Until you get a ring,
girls,
I don't want to hear shit.
You're right.
Please raise your hand if you can go home tonight and that you like.
I mean, I feel like we all do that. It goes back
Holy shit, bro! Yo, I'm lit, but
8 more days.
It's just like because we just like get away with saying dumb shit all the time. Like, oh, I have these many niggas messaging me, and I date this guy and I date that guy. That's not a flex. Until you get a ring and you love, admire, and respect the guy, I'll even take engaged. You don't even got to be married. Get engaged to one of these niggas.
Exactly.
Then you can talk your shit.
You're right.
But if you ain't. Like that's like me. That's like me watching porn every day and saying I get. What if I walked around every day? I was like, oh, to Brazzers every day, but I get because I get to a new girl every day. Y'all would laugh at me and be like, this nigga's a weirdo. Yeah, I am a weirdo. But that's the same exact thing as you. That's the same exact thing as you as a woman saying, I could go on dates with niggas. Who cares? You're a woman. You got any nigga's gonna talk to you, bro. All of you have met a celebrity. But guess what? We couldn't meet celebrities until we made some fucking money. So you guys are on easy mode. Don't brag about dating niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck if you date Michael Jackson himself. Unless you got a ring, shut the fuck up. Unless you got a ring, shut up.
That's the goal. That's why I'm not wasting time. I'm dating with intention. I'm not wasting my time. You're absolutely correct.
Your time is okay, what? She don't even know it's too late for her. That's the crazy part. Talking about she's dating with intention. It's too late.
When I get engaged, I'm gonna come back to this fucking show when I get engaged.
All right. When?
By next year. You go, girl.
Man, that's the main component that she's missing. That she doesn't know that it's too late. 40 years old, guys who are 40 aren't really checking for other women who are 40 as well. Why? Most women, when they hit that age, they've been through a lot of experiences. They've been through a lot of trauma. They have their mind made up and set in certain ways already that you can't really undo. And, you know, essentially, it's just going to be a lot easier with a younger woman who's, you know, in her late 20s and dating with intention as well, right? It's like, why were you not dating with intention from your late 20s up until now? Like, what has been missing or what's wrong that no one saw the value in you to get down on one knee and to marry you? That's going to be the question a lot of guys are going to be asking when they go on dates with her. You know, why is she still on the market at 40? Because if you know that good women get wiped up quick. Right. No guys are waiting until she's 35 to wife up a really good woman who's beautiful, who's intelligent, inspirational, right? Feminine. Nobody's waiting until 35 to wipe that up. You know, dudes are going to wipe that up at 25. As long as she's serious about dating and her goals are aligned with that guy, nobody's waiting that long. So it's like, why are guys not doing that with you? That's the main question. And she's still not realizing it. She's still thinking, I have time. In her mind, she has time. But they don't get it. Guys, let's see what other podcast clips we can find. All right. Let us stream this.
Question, ladies, how many of y'all watched the podcast before? What were y'all thoughts on the podcast before coming on? Okay,
I've
now's
seen
my
it.
question.
Channel.
All right, raise their hands. Who's seen it before?
Duh.
Damn, everybody. Shit. Okay, what are y'all thoughts before coming on? The ones that seen it.
Masagi.
You can be honest. You can be honest.
We'll do two birds with one stone. Thoughts on the show, and then what you thoughts about the show coming
I
on?
was excited. I've been seeing this show, and
Especially Mark.
I've been seeing this show, and I've just always been interested in other women's thoughts because I feel like mine are always a little different.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Well, I kind of saw. I thought that it was like a misogynistic,
Misogyny.
podcast, but I
Wait, sorry.
misogynistic.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm Spanish, so if I say
No,
anything,
it's okay. It's okay. Trust
Thank
me. I do
you.
the same thing. What was it?
Misogynist, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought.
What does that mean?
My goodness. I've seen
Misogyny.
and I also seen those YouTube videos where you say the same exact thing.
So can you answer the same exact question?
I'm not gonna answer.
Nobody asked the question. What does misogyny mean?
When you're being unfair to the woman, yeah.
Unfair?
I'm pretty much unfair.
Unfair.
I'm pretty.
I'm unfair to my dog sometimes.
Hey, I don't know. You're
I eat
you're
bigger
just
steak
gonna
than he
try me
does.
right now.
He does a smaller steak than me.
I've
That's
seen,
unfair.
I've seen a lot of these clips that you're asking right now. So.
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
So the definition of misogyny, is that your final answer, is being unfair to women?
I mean, no.
Is that your final answer?
I don't know. Yes. I don't know.
All right, Chris, is she correct? No! Probe the definition of misogyny real
Yes.
I'm tired.
Not tired, bro.
Yo, this shit never fails,
You know
man.
what? I'm gonna give you a hint. H.
That's alley-oop.
Chris, she don't get it, bro.
Okay, here's the definition of
I'm
misogyny.
sorry, bro. I'm
Dislike of, contempt for,
I kinda
or
said
ingrained
that.
prejudice against women.
Very good.
And actually, it's like the hatred of women, too. Yeah. But
That's kind of like along the lines of what I was trying to say.
No, you said unfair.
No, it's
Not
unfair, bro.
Okay.
Right.
I'm unfair to my dog.
Yeah.
What about you?
All right. What about you?
Like, what did I think about like when I came on the show?
Yeah.
But before, well, like in the beginning, I was just excited to come, and I still do. I still am because I like to see everyone's perspective, and I like to learn more about the show as well.
Does your man like you coming on the show?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
No, listen,
Yes, he
man.
does.
You still argue with your man about being a bottle girl. You came late to a podcast while telling me.
In the beginning.
It's like you don't answer questions when you've been told to. You're 18, bro. Like you have no respect for your not no respect, but little to no respect for male authority.
Do you agree with him or you disagree with him on that?
I do have respect towards male authority.
You're sure?
Yes.
Because if a man wanted you to quit being a bottle girl, would you do it? No. If he decided to pay the majority of their bills.
Well,
See?
it's
Come on.
because it gets into a personal thing. So
I
I
don't know.
started working so that my man prefers me not to work, and my relationship hasn't been stable. So I wanted to work because I'm not gonna
Rely on this.
be relying on someone, and then the day that
He leaves you.
something happens, I'm there having
On
to
the
start
str-
from
on
nowhere.
the street, yeah.
So that's why I want to be independent.
Okay, so they're not for nothing and not trying to attack your situation.
Yo, women like this always approach relationships from a scarcity mindset. What's the odds your man is just gonna up and leave you for no reason? The statistics, the stats that we know, right? In marriages, for the most part, women initiate divorces 70% of the times. Men do not leave relationships. It's very rare that men ever leave relationships, right? Unless you're really and truly nagging and just so annoying that he cannot keep up with you anymore and he can't stand you. Sure, but very rarely do men ever leave relationships for the simple fact that once they're comfortable in a relationship, they lose their options, right? Men are very quick at just going to what's easy, okay? Most men just kind of cash their chips in and are just good with what they have at home. Very rarely do we ever leave relationships. So this whole scarcity mindset of, oh, I have to work to get money so my man can't just leave me. This shit's cap. This shit never even happens.
If you happy, girl, you happy. But why even be in a relationship if you feel like you have to put yourself where
Oh shit.
you
gotta. Alley-oop.
Oh shit! Because you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like 3 years, 4 years.
Yep.
She's
people say I'm
young.
hard. I'm
No,
tough,
you're
but
being real.
You're being
that's
real.
like
You're being real.
Yeah, so are you single or are you dating
I'm in a
somebody?
relationship. Yeah.
No, you just say you're single.
Bro, I seen your IG, bro. You single, bro. I seen your IG, man. You single.
You said you seen her IG.
Yeah,
she's single?
bro. Hey, and I seen your IG too, Madison, right? Madison, the one in the black dress?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen your IG, bro. You single too, man.
Me?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like you have a good brain on your head, but I would highly recommend you change your IG.
I don't know what that means.
Your IG is about you showing your assets. That's all I gotta say.
She ain't arguing with you. She doesn't.
No, it's nice, bro. She's thick, man.
I mean, 100% thin. I mean, I am
She's working those angles on IG, man. She
100% covered though, so I'm good.
It's because of pervert,
I have to
man.
look at the girl's IG before you come on to the
I
show.
get what you're saying, but I understand that.
That's good. Fucking funny.
That don't bother me. I know where to make my money. I know what kind of.
I know. Oh, that's fine.
Right?
Like that.
Men
Where you
like
from,
to,
money?
men like to eat. I'm a chef.
Yeah, well, we like.
What are you cooking though?
No, I just
Booty
cook nothing.
cakes?
No, my Instagram.
Bro, what are you cooking though?
You making it seem like I'm on there on lingerie
Bro,
and
don't fuck up,
bikinis.
man.
I'm fully
It's bad,
covered.
bro.
No,
I gave you a comment earlier. Her IG's
I
that
will
bad?
show you my
I see no
Instagram, but I don't have my
I see
phone.
no
Yo,
food.
pull that shit. I'm about to change this girl's life.
My page is
Pull it up right now. I'm about to shame her into being a good girl right now,
Go
man.
to my page, please.
I'm about to change this girl's life, bro. God damn. I'm about to rescue her before she fucks her life
And
up.
also, my boyfriend is in every post. If you continue posting,
He's
he
not in any post.
It's gotta go down.
Yes, he is. In every post, I'm not right, but if you swipe,
She the main, but you gotta.
this is my page. You're going to find me.
Shut up, man. Shut up, nigga.
Unless you claiming a dog as your boyfriend or
I'm
something.
dead.
Bro.
They did not just. Okay, not the look. No, I'm saying click on it. If you
What?
She thick.
Nigga, I'm scrolling down, man.
Oh, you are real thick.
click on the picture and swipe, every post has like a picture of us.
No, but she lost weight though.
Yeah, no.
Where the food at?
Go to my bio. I have a whole other page.
Bro.
I thought she was a chef. Where the food at?
Go on my bio.
All right.
How's that exposed?
She making ice water, bro.
I'm only.
Was she making chef water?
She's eating, man.
Go back to my bio. It's in my bio.
That's good that you lost weight though, because you're clearly much thinner now. But yo,
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
you have to scroll all the way to find that nigga, man.
Look at go on the red one. He's there in the red one too.
Yeah, but he ain't there in the front.
He ain't in the
It
front,
don't
man.
matter. It's
You
my
gotta go to the
page.
Come on, man.
That's 6 sons, man. Oh, shit.
Yo, look, man. Look.
You go to your girlfriend page looking for yourself.
Damn, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Does someone go to your wife or girlfriend page or baby mother's page looking for you? Or should they go looking for her?
Look, this is the thing. I'm going to give you some game. You're 18 years old. You've only had sex with one guy. He's the guy. Look, man. Instagram is an app used for dudes to hit on girls.
Absolutely.
Your profile's open. It shouldn't be open when you're in a relationship. And if you are going to have pictures, he should be like your pinned top picture so everyone knows that you're in a relationship. It's very important to men. And he shouldn't even have to tell you this. I'll do it for him. You should always respect your man and let everyone know that you have a man as much as you can. Honestly, I think if you're in a serious relationship as a girl, your profile should be private. Or if you're going to keep it open, he needs to be like at the top so everyone knows, God damn, this girl's infatuated with this guy.
Yeah, like
He has a whole highlight.
And no pictures. And no pictures of you showing yourself off.
Okay, absolutely.
No
I get
pictures
that.
sexualizing yourself.
Also, if you're a chef, trust me when I say,
Nobody wants to see that.
no, I don't see what you're cooking other than ass.
That's my personal page. I 100% get what you guys are saying, but I keep things very separate. My business page, you don't see me on there because it's my business page.
I mean,
don't
we'll
want
give you advice.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah, because here's the
get
thing.
your- I get your
I give it
guys'
1,000. I look at that Instagram. Right, as a dude, I'm thinking whore, slut.
Right.
This chick, I could DM her. This is how men think.
That's cool.
I'm looking
Try
at it
to.
and I'm
You're
like,
not gonna get a
yo,
response.
yeah, I could go ahead, and that's fine.
Yeah,
But
no,
like, but
absolutely.
why even bring that negative attention of men looking at you like that? Like,
get
why?
that.
Like, why? It's you have a man, you got a relationship. Like, why, bro? Like, why do you want thirsty pervert niggas whacking off to your pictures? Like, why?
You gonna,
get that.
you gonna change it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No,
I take that. I'm not the type
And
of
I
person
keep it
that.
1,000 with you.
I get that.
Otherwise, I would have go fuck. I would roast you, be like, you look like a whore in your pictures, and just keep it moving.
Right.
When you're
Keep it
18,
on
you
to the
know Super
street.
G's this fucking guy. You've been together since 14. Don't
Yeah,
fuck it
man.
up being a
You're right.
dumbass, man.
It's perfect, man.
Like, yo, like,
Yeah.
you know how many girls would kill to still be with their boo and shit like that? And hopefully it works out, man.
Yeah.
So don't fuck it up.
I mean,
Okay. Like, yeah. Take down the scantily clad photos. Take like maybe 2 or 3 photos of you and him together. Make your profile private if you want. Keep it open. Make sure it's with him, and get rid of the whole pictures, man. Come on, you're 18, man. Don't fuck yourself up. One thing. All the young girls here. Your job is to preserve your value. You're given the value. Preserve it.
yeah.
Men have to earn their value. Women preserve their value. Don't
be
fuck
a
it
hoe.
up.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't
You
be a
get
hoe.
all the gifts up front. Don't fuck it up, man. All right. Last thoughts for wait. Is her turn for last thoughts?
Last thoughts.
Oh, what did you think on the show before
Oh, I
you
was
came?
excited.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
Sweet.
excited.
Very true, guys. I'll leave you guys with this point, what Myron said. Women must preserve their value and men must build their value. Women are giving all their gifts up front. They're giving all their value up front. Their job is to preserve that to the highest degree that they possibly can, which means being very selective with the men that they choose to be with on an intimate level and in terms of a relationship, right? Men, on the other hand, have to build your value. You have to become the most attractive and improved version of yourself so you can attract the women who are ready to be protected and feminine and cared for under your leadership, right? So it's something that goes hand to hand, right? When you build yourself and you become that person and you get to that point when you're ready to take care of someone, then you start attracting the women who are ready to be cared for. If you don't ever put in the work and you don't ever strive to be the best version of yourself, you're going to keep getting low quality women, right? So I'll leave you guys with that. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. And stay tuned for more content on the way. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, guys, 7:30, check me out. We are out of here.